I must be feeling a little bit crazy because today, in Lord of the Rings Rise to War, I'm gonna freaking try to solo a dragon. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming. And okay, maybe it's not exactly soloing the dragon if a couple people already got some hits on here. But if you wanted to go in on taking these things down, I mean, I've never even had a single attack on one of these suckers. So can it be done in a way where you trade positive? I would like to find out, and I am going to min-max, go all in on the units and build that might be able to get the job done. Now, if you've seen my guide on Dwalin, the dude is a freaking monster, and it's a dragon, so I'm going to assume against this literal monster that we are going to want to reduce the burn damage that we receive. But what's more is that I'm going to go all in on a build that is designed to do this. I think that's what I want to do. Just go 100% all in and see how minimal the losses can be if I do that. Now, I'm kind of tempted. In fact, for science, I am going to compare. I'm going to send Dwalin like this and see how it goes, and then I'm going to change my build where I've really optimized to try to take down dragons, and then we'll see if the optimized build does better and exactly how much better it is. So I'm going to use all master throwers because they have bonus damage against dragons, and I'm really hoping this doesn't suck. This could suck. This could suck a lot. So here we go. We're using the build that I already have. We're sending Dwalin. Worst case, I train more master throwers, right? And we'll see exactly what kind of damage I can do. Now, I want to explore the idea of exactly what healing can get done for me. And healing a lot of units could be a part of what you need to do in order to go sort of infinite on a dragon, in order to be able to sustainably attack these in a way where you're kind of just sweeping advantageously, right? Just like you would sweep any other mob on the map, where you're not getting completely wrecked. In fact, you barely have any losses at all. So we'll be back in about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and we'll see how this goes. P.S. For those of you not familiar with the Master Thrower unit, I figured I may as well just show that to you. Here's what we're talking about. Giant Slayer dealing 50% extra damage to large units. Let's freaking go. Also, 20% extra damage to melee units. I don't know if the dragon's going to count as melee. I'm going to assume it's not. I'm really just here for this. Damage to large units. That's the game plan. And potentially, maybe I could have just done a full army of my horse riders, which are over here, the Bow Knights. Maybe this would have been the way to go. 50% extra damage to large units and 10% less damage received. That would have been pretty reasonable. I've got my Dwalin outfitted with some gear that makes it so that I am having more defense on my dwarves, so I'm using all dwarves. Is that the right way to go? Well, we'll try a couple things here and see what works the best. I mean, testing is the way, right? And, you know, my game plan is to almost certainly do a restart with a very, very large group in this game. So to some extent, I mean, losing some troops here is perfectly fine. So let's just test out and see. In 15 seconds, we connect, and I suppose I can show you. Here's that item that's giving me defense to dwarves. 11 defense, is that worth it? I don't know. Maybe the Bow Knight is just the better choice there. Maybe that's the case. But the hit is now, and now we find out. Is it good? Is it not good? Am I sad? Let's find out. Not so bad, but I bet you we could do better. I bet we could do better. 613 dead units. For not changing my build at all, I guess this is a pretty decent outcome. I dealt 147,000 commander damage, 208,000 soldier damage. I received 39,730 damage and had 6,000 healing. And we did, I guess, 356,000 damage to the dragon. Okay. But let's see if we can break this thing. We're going to run this sucker home. And for the sake of the video, don't try this at home, folks. But, well, maybe I don't need to actually... I was going to speed them up, but I don't actually need to do that because I still need to change my build. So what am I changing my build to? Reset. We're going to go all in. I don't know if this is going to work, but if I'm going all in on large units, I want to do the maximum reduction. Okay, the maximum reduction of burn damage received and physical damage received seems reasonable. Also, I want to do the maximum amount of damage to large units. That seems good. Okay, and I want to try to reduce my losses, so I'm going to go all in on the idea that maybe healing is OP. Maybe. We'll find out, which means I've got to put 7 points over here, clearing a random debuff and getting a bunch of healing. Over here, doing a bunch of healing. And that gives me about 6 points left, which, like, I'm inclined to just drop them into Longbeard and see how it goes. Physical damage ignores some amount of the target's defense. I mean, I've never picked that before. I'm eager to see what it does. What the heck? I mean, this is all about experimentation, okay? So there it is. A really crazy all-in build designed just to take this out. And in the meantime, if we just get a look at the report, what were the things that happened in this battle, okay? If we see what their abilities are and kind of what they were doing here. The dragon attacked the Master Thrower, and the Master Thrower lost some units. Dwalin did try to stun the dragon with my equipment, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, dragons are immune to stun. Good to know. Collaboration was doing a lot of damage. I really like Collaboration, by the way. The Master Thrower attacked and did a lot of damage. The dragon swung in. Seems pretty reasonable. I mean, I don't see any fire damage here. Do you? Do you? Dragon's tail caused physical damage to the Master Thrower, causing them to lose some units. Awkward. Okay. Whirlwind attack did a lot of damage. My collaboration did a lot of damage. I reduced the defense of the dragon. Get wrecked. Oh, there it is. Dragon's deep breathing. Burn damage. There's the burn damage, baby. So they definitely have burn damage. I figured that would be the case. I just hadn't seen it yet in the log. Okay. So reducing the burn damage taken obviously seems pretty good. I don't feel like I saw any debuff that needed to be cleansed, though. Did you? Round 1 battle. They launched attacks. I mean, I didn't see anything that needed to be cleansed with my healing effects. And I do have some healing effects. You can see them in here. Relief heals Master Thrower. Okay, and there's nothing, well, Master Thrower was cured, but Master Thrower had no curable effects. So there was no debuff on here for which I needed to have, I guess, something removed. So let's just try it again, see if it's better, okay? It is worth noting that when I go to do this, it does count as sweeping. So I'm pretty sure that if you had the talent points to reduce the cost here, your effortless sweeping, that would be pretty OP, right? Like 10 stamina to swing in. But I have a feeling with all this healing and all this damage reduction, I might be able to swing in like I'm about to do and not return home. And to let it just run for like 15 minutes. And then at the end of the 15 minutes, I mean, yeah, I'll lose some troops each time, but I have so much healing that I probably have some pretty decent sustain. And you can see, I'm now number 1 on the leaderboard. Let's freaking go, baby. So like for 10 stamina at level 50 Dwalin, can you just sit on a dragon with a bunch of healing abilities and just like wreck it? Dubious. But we'll be back in about a minute and a half, and let's find out. Okay, here we go, baby. Let's connect with this dragon. Let's see how this goes. I'm a little nervous. We went all in. Does it pay off? Draw? Oh, yeah, it paid off, baby. Now I can just sit on this dragon, and it's GG. I mean, I think for 20 stamina or 10 if I had a talent build for it, I could just slay this dragon. My damage dealt with this new build, actually much, much lower, but I lost less units. Isn't that interesting? So I'm going to be here a while. I lost 104 units only, though. I mean, GG easy, my friends. That's GG easy. This dragon is nothing. This dragon ain't got nothing on Dwalin. Oh, my God. Okay. So now I'm just going to let the combat just sit. I'm going to let my Dwalin just sit here, and every 5 minutes I attack again and again and again until I've won. So I guess it'll be like 20 minutes from now until I GG auto win. It's just committing Dwalin to this tile for that amount of time. And it's not using extra stamina. It's just free attacks after your draws. So that's pretty sweet. By the way, if you wanted, you could return your commander home in this draw state. If you were worried, I am not worried. I feel like this is going to go very well. Let me just get a look in the log and see if I see anything worth calling attention to. And there it is. Dragon's down. GG freaking easy, man. Oh my God. I mean, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy. Easy, easy attacks in a row. Couldn't have been easier. Wow. I mean, that was so easy. That was so easy. Claim the reward. Yeah, my damage was number 1. Thank you. I'll claim that. I mean, you could do that for a sweep. One single sweep, you take out a dragon. Oh, that is dangerous, man. The only problem is actually finding the dragons to go kill, right? That's maybe the only problem. And there is an event going on now, isn't there? For killing dragons? Is there not an event? Heart of a Hero. Warrior medals. I can use the medals for very little, although, look at that. 400 gems. So you definitely can afford to swap your talent build. Easy. Like one talent swaps 20 gems, swap it back, it's another 20. Like, easy. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Warriors rewards. I mean, I get these spoils or whatever. If I hit the attack button, it even shows me where the nearest one is. Well, so I can just go sweep this guy? Am I out of range? Oh my god. That's how you find them. This is so easy. You've got to be kidding me. That's even within range of my city? Stop it. Oh, man. Okay, well, hopefully you found this video informative. Obviously, I think there are other commanders that can do something similar, right? You just look for the same sorts of talents. It seems like healing is OP. It seems like reducing burn damage is OP. You combine those things and the rest is basically history. Large units obviously was also helpful, and having a unit that I selected that does extra damage to large units was the way to go. But Dwalin just seems like a slam dunk easy choice. A slam dunk easy choice to use for this operation. That was incredible. I mean, I can go solo a balrog. I can solo whatever the heck I want now. Easy! If you enjoyed this video, learned something new, throw a like on here, consider subscribing. If you've got any other tips and tricks for battling the dark forces of Middle-earth, leave a comment down below, and until next time, you have fun smashing dragons and balrogs. Freaking sweet. Oh, and if you want to see the last time I tried this, which was not nearly as good, card up in the top.